This week on Not Well, naked hot tub, juicy grindr story, family and the holidays, swollen penises, and the gay Judies you never knew you needed. While Jim's getting his drinks, I'm going to tell you about fucking good soap. fuckinggoodsoap.com. Use the code NOTWELL. Go check it out. They have soap. Here are some of the scents: Man Bar, Pure Lavender, Ginger and Lime, Fuckboy, my personal favorite, Coconut and Cream, Cucumber Melon. They also have body butter. Go get body butter, okay? It's the best thing ever. If you're dry like me, you need it. If you have a beard like me, you need their beard oil. They also have all kinds of other shit, including fucking good lip balm. Are you kidding? And they have face scoop scrubs, sugar scrubs, like fuckinggoodsoap.com. Code NOTWELL. That's fuckinggoodsoap.com.
What is that? You're too high to record.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Not Well. I'm Bobby.
I'm Jim.
We're here with a special Merry Christmas episode.
Oh!
You want to see my hole? I don't know if it really is. We'll glance on Christmas. We have a lot more to talk about, guys.
We will talk about Christmas, but we really have to cover...
When I say guys, I mean all of you. They.
Can point of personal privilege? Point of personal privilege. Can we stop using gendered language?
Yeah, we can, but it's harder.
Oh, it's so hard.
Speaking of hard,
how did our Saturday go?
Well, our Saturday was for the boys.
It was a for the boys Saturday. And so I remember you were like, let's go out?
No, you were like, you were coming back from your family Christmas party a little bit buzzed.
Very much.
Oh, you were buzzed because you were acting like you weren't, but you were.
My parents bought a giant Costco bottle of like Prosecco, and it was like you had to have two hands to hold it. And so we had to finish it because once you pop it, it's not going to last.
You can't stop.
Once you pop a Prosecco, you have to finish it.
Honey.
So we did. And then I was like driving back here to Columbus and I'm like, hi.
You said to me like as if we had spoke about it. You're like, are we going to AWOL, which is the gay bar here that's like leather and bears and daddies or whatever.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, no, fuck no. I'm not going to AWOL.
I was like, are you sure?
And you're like, oh.
What are we doing then?
And then I was like, well... Maybe I got a haircut. I was like, let's go out. Like, we'll go.
You were feeling a little sexy.
We'll stay local. We went to the new Rail House. We went to the Speakeasy there. Everything's great.
We got a free drink at the Speakeasy, by the way.
Because we saw there was a gay bartender, but he didn't want to look at us because he didn't want us to know he was a gay.
But we knew he was.
You gay.
You know how I knew? A trip to the bathroom.
You know how I... Oh.
No, I'm just kidding. I sat at the bar the whole time.
Yeah, honestly, it was his tight pants and his asshole that you could see.
It was his attitude is what it was.
Oh, and he gave us free drinks because he thought we were hot.
Obviously. It was your haircut for sure.
Honey, the haircut.
The haircut was on fleek.
So then we decided to meet some friends at AWOL. And we were like, let's go. Like, okay.
Let's go caroling.
Let's go just have another drink. And then we were trying to record. I was trying to record.
We were going to try to record that night. It's like 9 p.m.
Like a boozy Christmas special.
We wanted a boozy Christmas special, but it was like 9 p.m. and we're at a gay bar. So you know what happened. We didn't record.
We stayed until 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Like, so all of a sudden the night goes away from us. I have no idea what happened, really.
I mean, it had to have been, we were really there that long.
I think we got there later than you think. We got there at 11, I think.
Oh, then what happened from 9 to 11?
We were at the Speakeasy.
Oh, for the 2 hour. Oh, God. Honey. Help.
I don't know. Okay, so we're still piecing together the night. And so
we get to AWOL and run into a couple of fanboys.
Some fanboys.
And they were cute.
They're hot. And they are. They're hot.
They are what they are.
They are what they are. So we decided to start talking. Everything's great.
We're having a little chat.
I think we decided we wanted to come back to the house. Did we say to hot tub or we were just like coming back to the house?
I said to hot tub.
Right.
So I was like, hot tub?
But we don't have any bathing suits. It's okay. We can go nude.
Yeah, I was like, we can just go naked.
So we did.
So we come home.
Surprise.
Yeah.
We went naked.
Naked hot tub. There's nothing like it. It feels so good. Sorry.
It really does.
It feels way better.
It actually really does, like not on a sexual way, but on like a legit way.
Something about having your hole out. It's just
your hole and your balls floating around. Like it's just nice.
And if you happen to sit on one of those jets, it's just.
I knew you were riding that jet. I think you fingered me with your toe into my asshole at one point.
No, someone was fingering me with their toe, towing me.
Oh, was it me?
Yeah, you did that. You towed me.
I tried to tow you.
Well, like I don't think you knew, but I was like, we were across from each other. But I sat and I'm like, that's a bump. I'm like, that's a foot.
And then I was like,
and then next thing it's up my hole.
And you're like, oh. So yeah, meanwhile, we're in our backyard at 3 a.m.
3 a.m. all
hooting and hollering,
just
butt
5
naked,
fat nude guys.
Yep, just hanging out.
Literally
all of it hanging out.
Bobby's tits hanging out.
All of it hanging out. And let's just say the night it ended like abruptly because we all of a sudden all the adults in the room were like, well, there's
it's bedtime.
Like the
everyone was an adult.
Yeah, let's
just clarify.
Everybody's over 25 years old.
Wow, you really had to go up there. 18 would have been fine, but you had to go to 25.
I just want to make sure everybody knows.
Yeah.
But if you are 18,
but
if you are, come to the next hot tub not well party in my backyard. Because wow.
Ooh, I'm practicing. Yeah.
So then it abruptly ended.
We were like, we got to go to bed. But I have to say, like, whatever happened to me that night. Wow.
Yeah, I have to say, I also did some exploring.
The one listener is amazing.
Hey, what happened? You had a little rendezvous.
Well, yeah, in the hot tub.
Oh, did you finish in the hot tub?
No, Michael came out and told me.
Your Michael.
Your little Michael came out and was like, don't come in the hot tub. You have to come in the grass.
No, he did.
He did. He told me that.
I'm screaming.
Like, I was like,
that is such a Michael thing to say.
I'm like, okay.
Carry on, but make sure you come in the grass.
Yeah, he's like, don't come in the hot tub. And then like,
ew.
And then later he's like, it would have been okay. I could have shocked the hot tub. I was like,
I cannot.
I was like, you don't want to.
Housekeeper Michael.
You get in the hot tub and there's like strings.
Ew, no.
Yeah,
I just picture the shower when that happens.
There's nothing worse than coming in the shower.
There's nothing worse because if it gets in your hair and it gets wet, it starts to mat it right away. It gets stuck. It's weird.
It's worse than Elmer's glue.
Yeah, why has cum like that? I don't know. So anyway, we explored bodies and
we really explored.
We were ready to go to Roseland this year.
We've got to go to that campground.
Oh, we are.
Can just be nude all the time.
Yeah, and this is going to make Vegas very interesting because I feel like
Did we tell them that we're fully booked?
We're fully booked and busy,
guys,
babe.
January 6th through the 9th.
Yeah.
Come to Caesar's Palace.
We're saying it Caesar's.
Little Caesars.
Little Caesar can be in my hole.
Oh my God.
Not really.
He'd fit.
I don't know if what's happening in my
hotel room. Yeah, you're like, I don't know what my rule.
Yeah, like
what's my hall pass rule?
Because I feel like I've been talking about openly, like trying to open up sexually. I think it was like a really good experience the other night. Like I think
that was fun. Like
it's great.
I saw you naked. You saw me naked.
Yeah.
Now we're besties.
We're besties with testes.
Oh yeah, and Bobby's are a little different than mine.
I don't remember.
A lot lower.
Oh yeah, mine are old.
You really don't remember. You complimented me. And you don't remember?
No, on your penis.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, hi.
You're like, that's a good dick. That's cute. I was like, yeah, it's like pretty. You said it's pretty, actually. You don't remember this shit?
I don't.
You're like, it's pretty. I was like, thanks.
I love how I like.
You don't remember
you and made a comment. Like
you examined me, made a comment, and then you were like, I guess I could show you mine. Pulled your pants down.
But we were just naked in the hot tub, so I don't understand.
Then you made Michael pull down his pants.
Yeah, it was. That's the night we had.
It was a vibe. It was a vibe.
So if you want that same vibe, come see us in Vegas. That's all I gotta say.
Nobody comes. They're like, fuck no.
Well, I won't say that.
We won't have a private hot tub.
No, but
I don't know if there are rules.
I know we're gonna get
Vegas.
upgraded.
We are. Because look at me.
Look at us. Honey,
look at
we're coming there to take over Vegas. Oh, Jinx. So yeah. So that was our Saturday night.
And that was like, but the one thing we do know is at any age after 30, staying up till 4 is ill-advised.
Very ill-advised.
Very.
And also, if you start drinking at 6, don't keep drinking till 6 a.m. basically, because and the problem with me is that I go from like being modest to being like a fucking lush.
You're like, shots?
I'm like, oh
yeah, you were literally like, shots?
Beer,
I was like, shots
beer.
At 2?
And then I'm like, to the point where I'm like in a full blackout. Michael's like, shut it down, Bob. That's what he texted me. Shut it down, Bob.
He did tell you,
and I was like,
down.
Oh my God, I'm in so much trouble.
Shut it down.
But, we talked about it the next day because there were some like moments. We'll go into too much.
We won't go into too much, but Bobby's mouth was full.
And
yeah.
But we were both okay with that.
And did you explore a little partner play?
Maybe a little partner in play. P&P. Partner PP.
Pee.
Isn't P&P like drugs and stuff, or is that something
I don't
else?
know what that is, but I would not say it again.
I feel like I'm breathing heavy. Must be the Omicron. Omicron. I have so much written down to tell you.
I do too. I have a lot.
Like, this is not good. Like, we need to just keep moving.
Well, we're
on.
only 11 minutes in, honey. We've got a lot of time. I do have a brief thing.
Okay.
This is a short one.
No, that's cool.
I want to talk about shopping for Christmas gifts because this is, it's every year it comes up. So
and everybody seems to forget. It's really funny.
Oh, I do. Until like the last couple weeks, I'm like, well, shit.
Well, now I'm like panic mode.
I'm in panic mode. But I want to talk about what I call easy gifts.
Okay.
Now, easy gifts are things that are already wrapped, you pick them off the shelf and they're done.
So it's like
and I'm obsessed. Okay, like
wait, it's at like stores?
These are the gifts that like you probably didn't want to get as a kid, but like as an adult, you're like fine with receiving,
right? And
even more fine with giving. I went to the Crema Nut Company, which is right by my house. They make the best peanut butter milkshakes in the country.
Wait, is that
It's right there on Goodale. Crema.
Yeah, I got
Krema.
They have big popcorn that's Buckeye popcorn.
They make everything, honey.
Okay, yeah, I had that today actually. Colleen at work. Hello,
Shout
Colleen.
out to Colleen.
Hey, Colleen.
With a K?
With a C.
Oh, well.
And a double E.
Okay. So, yeah. This place has prepackaged gifts. So I just got them for parents on both sides, siblings on both sides, grandparents, godparents. I just walk in. I'm like, I'll have
boom,
this.
boom,
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 boom, boom. Done. I was done in 15 minutes.
Oh my!
15
for
minutes.
all your shopping, and you don't have
for
to
them,
wrap.
for all of them.
Yeah, but don't you feel like it's a goddamn formality?
I didn't wrap.
Like, why do we have to be so formal about it?
I don't wrap.
But that's the thing. Like, why are we doing it? Nobody wants to buy any. I mean, there's certain gifts I want to get people, especially like my nephews or like people who like deserve it. Or
the kids,
need it.
I can think of specific gifts. I'm like, I got to get them a gift. I need this gift.
I just feel like after a certain age, like, what are you going to get me that's going to be like really? I mean, I guess I got you like a nudie calendar. That's cute.
I love my nudie calendar.
But like, and that's cute, and that's different than just going and getting your like.
That's
off
not
the
it's
shelf.
not an off the shelf.
I'd much rather fucking good soap, to be honest.
I just bought 6 bars of soap, and I used our discount code. Oops.
Yeah, you're loud.
I wasn't sure. I felt like kind of cheap doing that.
No, I mean,
but I wanted to like shout out our own show.
Yeah, you wanted to test it.
I was patting myself on the back.
But you're also buying a lot,
and they smell so good.
They're so, and you know what's really great about them? Seriously, like
they're really good.
They last. You can really get yourself lathered.
You can lather up. You're in there soaping up everything you need to soap up, and then some.
And then some.
And whoever else may be in the shower.
That's
why it's called fucking good soap.
Yeah, Patrick from fucking good soap.
He's so hot.
He goes,
I'm sorry.
All of a sudden I get a message and it goes, Bobby, don't promise something that you can't back up or something. Because I said I want him to like get me lathered up in the shower, baby. Remember last week's episode?
Oh, I remember.
And so then he was like, don't promise me something. I'm like, oh my God, is he gonna come to Vegas?
We'll be don't get my hopes up. Don't get my hopes up.
We're gonna be in trouble.
We are, but that's why you have to figure out your own rules.
Right. And that's the other thing I need to say real quick.
Clarify.
You don't need to judge anybody's relationship because you don't
never.
Everybody has different rules, period.
And that's on God.
So I'd had a white elephant thing that I went to. I got a squatty potty. I fought for it. I stole it.
You might like it, actually.
I do. I was going to give a little review.
Okay. How does that work? What is it?
It's kind of actually awkward.
Okay, no. You
basically get this, like, it goes like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a little lifter. It almost reminds me of like a booster seat for kids when they go to the, like.
Does it sit on the toilet or on the bottom of the toilet?
On your feet. So so it's like a sliding, like, what am I trying to say? Like an ottoman? Not really, but like, what are those
footrest?
Yeah, sure. And you prop your feet up probably to where you're almost like in the froggy position. Like if you were to be a catcher for baseball.
Yeah.
That's basically the position it gets you in. But apparently that straightens out your colon.
Okay.
Because I will say
Is it sliding out easier?
Yeah. It just kind of like, there's more that came out than I like thought.
Wow.
So I'm wondering if like, it helps clear you sooner than like having some come down. I don't know. I don't need to describe the anatomy of the asshole.
I don't really want to hear about your anus.
But yeah, it came out like
just because I saw it on Saturday does not mean I didn't want to hear about it. Because when you were climbing out of that hot tub, honey.
Oh, my hole's out.
You want to see my hole?
I did.
Whoa, girl, stop.
That's right.
I'm not actually a fan.
As you lifted that leg over the edge of the hot tub.
Oh, and I knew that.
Hello.
I knew that was the moment that
someone needs to wipe.
All of God, all of God could see.
All of God.
Like, well, all of God. Thank
All
you.
of God.
I have like a really juicy story that I have to tell.
Okay, so I love your white elephant. Now tell me about this.
Okay, this is big. So
Juicy.
I'm at work.
Okay.
And I'm going to leave names out. I'm going to leave some of the story out, but I just need you to know the gist so that you can get like... So you know how I have Grindr and I have all those so I can communicate with the show, but also try to look at hot guys and have them go over the hot tub. So I get on at my lunch just to kind of see, because I hadn't been on in a while, and I was like, maybe somebody like message or something, whatever. And I see that somebody is only 329 feet away.
No. This is...
It's not what you think.
Okay, I was like, this is like literally my dream.
Oh, same. Like my dream. So I'm like, what? So who is
300
this?
feet.
So I look. It has a first name. It has an age. And I'm like, okay. And I know there's listeners that work with us, so I'm leaving it out on purpose because I'm not outing somebody. But I will say this, the person that it is the biggest motherfucking asshole in the world, a complete homophobe, totally like a Trumper, not that that matters or anything, but like totally a fucking asshole. So I confirm it somehow.
Do you walk a little closer?
No, I confirm an age. Oh my! So I even made the comment like, I wish this was somebody that like is good, like that's hot.
Oh, they're not. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I thought it was going to be someone hot that you could be like, hey.
No, I know. That's what I was even saying to the other person.
Tap.
I was like, honestly, I wish it was somebody else that was like good, like a whore.
Who is? I need to see.
There's no picture of the person. Oh, and then you open their bio and they're into like, it said cut, and we were like, is it cut, or that means you like people who are cut, or is your dick cut? Like, I don't understand what that means. Then it said dirty, DIRTY, and then
so
kink,
like unwashed.
And we work in a facility with a lot of workers that sweat all day and get dirty.
So he likes stinky dick.
Gay.
Stinky dick.
He likes dirty trashy, nasty holes. And I know some people who listen to this are going to ask me who it is, and I really just feel like I cannot tell you, and I'm sorry, because I'm going to give him that respect. But maybe not.
There's some people that don't really.
He doesn't deserve the respect, but he's also
giving the respect.
But he's the type that it gives me American Beauty vibes. The end.
Oh yeah, they'll kill you.
Yeah, like
there are a lot of people who just straight up kill you.
To the point where when I was conversing with a few people about it, I just blacked out. Hold on. Oh no, it sounds like somebody who would be like on the Grindr just to see where the gays are so he could beat them up. But that would be the guy's excuse.
Oh, that's creepy as fuck.
If he got caught.
He's like the Craigslist killer, but on Grindr.
Right. And I'm like, huh. And I'm like, does he not understand how Grindr works? Because my profile's right there, and he looked at my profile, so he knows I'm gay. So
he knows you saw it.
Right. But I haven't said a word. I haven't actually seen him. He might be listening to this show because that's what I advertise on Grindr. So, hey, buddy.
You're lucky you have a good friend in Bobby, because I would be sharing your name with everyone.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not going to do that, but I expect a little bit different behavior from this individual.
You better lick my dirty hole.
Exactly. Bitch. I thought that was so juicy, though.
That is like insane.
Like, that is my fantasy, though.
That is my fantasy, to find someone there.
Yeah.
And then hook up with them.
Right. But it's got to be like the hot one that you have a crush on, and it wasn't. And that was the problem.
And that's the big thing, is like.
And that's the problem.
And that's the tea, is there's a lot of people that I really don't care if they're on Grindr.
Yeah. Like.
Because it would be like, still not interested. What are you doing?
I have a listener email.
What?
Yeah.
Are people not responding?
Yeah, because you're the reader, obviously.
Yeah.
Who are you typing out to right now?
My aunt.
On a text? What the fuck does she need?
What the fuck?
What the fuck does she need? We're recording. Oh, I feel like my foot is sinking into the ground like quicksand.
Oh. No. Caleb writes, hey, not well. Been talking with this guy for a few months, and last week we decided to take the next step and call each other boyfriend. Ooh. It's been 2 days now without him answering my texts or calls, and I'm just figuring out he blocked me on Facebook. I don't know what went wrong. The night before we got his truck washed, hung out at my place, and he went home. We just cuddled and talked like a normal day. It's eating away at my brain trying to figure out what went wrong and why he won't just tell me. Like, it's pretty obvious we're not together anymore, but why? My emotions are all over the place. This is a huge blow to my already fucked up perception of relationships. Caleb. This is called ghosting.
This is classic closet case too.
Yep.
Maybe. I don't know.
First of all, what went wrong has nothing to do with you. That's the tea.
And that's the tea, honey.
Because this situation happens all the time. It's not you. It has nothing to do with you.
It's really interesting to me though that they like made it official.
Yeah, and then 2 days later, he's panicking, probably freaking out, and done.
He is. That's what it is. Because you guys did normal stuff, and he liked it. He liked just being normal with like a boyfriend. But there's somebody in his life, or something happening in his life that he cannot be out right now, or I don't know. But
or
sometimes
he panicked, and is like, I can't have a boyfriend right now.
Right.
Because some guys like the chase and they don't like the actual reality.
Well,
I want a boyfriend.
hard.
They want a boyfriend, but then when they have one, they're like, wait a minute.
I mean, that's like people who romanticize relationships are disgusting.
They really need help.
Like, let me promise you this.
It's not.
It's great. You have a partner.
Wonderful.
They're amazing people. But it's not this like fairy tale moment like the first time you ever met them or made out with them or whatever. That goes away.
You don't look at them and want to have sex with them right away.
Well, and the problem is a lot of people don't get with their partners for the right reasons. Like, do they click? Can you sit in the minus their dick,
in silence,
minus their asshole, minus whatever the fuck you really want from them sexually? Can you sit in the same room together and not want to fucking kill the person? And by that I mean that can happen really easily. Like even with like, look, I mean,
listen,
friendships and everything. Like you'd be like, get the fuck away from me. Like
sometimes
and sometimes you are, but like, so a relationship to me is more than just that feeling of
butterflies.
Yeah, honey,
the butterflies flew away from me like 5 years ago.
That's fake. That's not even real. I mean,
the honeymoon phase is over. I'm in the retirement.
7 year itch.
7 year. Well,
6
yeah.
year itch, 7 years itch.
6.5 for me, but 7 for you soon.
Yeah, in 2 days.
Right. It's just one of those things, and it's like I know we have the privilege of being in a relationship, so it's like a lot of people are like, but you don't understand because you're not.
I do understand.
You're not single like me, and I'm like, no, I do understand because in a way I am single, but also.
Well, yeah, because I mean, just because we're in relationships, I'm not saying we. I'm saying everybody who has a relationship. You don't know the rules. You don't know what really goes on behind the scenes. You don't know if they really.
You don't know if they're happy or not.
Right. So you can't really assume anything about anybody at this point because the happiest couples can be the ones that are fucking multiple men at the same time. You know, because everybody wants to do like the standard like straight lifestyle. Like, oh, look at.
Oh yeah. But I think for Caleb, it's like the biggest thing is
Caleb.
Other people's behavior is not a reflection on you.
Yeah, you can't take that personally.
Like this person who says he's your boyfriend and then 2 days later blocks you on Facebook and disappears. That's nothing to do with you.
It's a blessing in disguise, Caleb.
It is, because this would come up later. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't like the term red flags because I think everyone, you know, we should be really careful with what exactly is a red flag. But this is a red flag. Ghosting is something that will never be okay with you, or it shouldn't be okay with you. And it will come up again because the trust that you lose there, it's going to keep coming up.
And don't be surprised if this person decides to pop their head in and be like, hey, sorry, I just freaked out.
Yeah,
like,
I freaked out. What?
Because here's the thing that I'm learning in life is that most people, when they fight with you, when they do something with you, when they're negative towards you, they really don't mean it. And they're going to feel bad and eventually say something back to you. Mm-hmm. But you've got to do you, okay? Period.
Yeah. I would say move on as fast as you can. Hook up with whoever you want to. Immediately start talking to other people.
Yeah, immediately.
Don't waste time thinking about what could I have done different. Was it something the way we cuddled? Did we get the wrong thing for dinner? Were we not watching his show? What was it that night? Why did he stop?
And you know what?
No.
Even if that is the answer, like, oh, we didn't watch his show. If he's breaking because of that, then bye.
Once again, bye.
Right.
Basically, Caleb, you are 100% fine.
And you're an amazing person, probably, who deserves way more than this.
And let's go out on a date. I don't know where you live,
just
but
come in the hot tub. We'll show you a good time.
Wow. And
gay.
Really, truly.
I'm not actually a fan.
That's a good email. I like that. I think it's a common problem, and
it's a common problem that happens in our community, in all communities, actually.
It's not on us.
It's not on God.
It's not on God or us.
If you have any drama or questions, make sure you email me at notwellpodcast@gmail.com or she's not doing so well @gmail.com. Either one works. I'm trying to transmission some of the stuff over to the new email. So yeah, call us or not call us. Well, you can technically. We still have the number, but I'm not going to advertise that because I'm sick of that bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah, just email us. We'll keep you anonymous and we can go from there. Thank you.
Okay. So I have two little cute things.
Are they super gay?
One is
gay.
How do you deal with family at the holidays? Because this is a lot of our listeners are. What's that?
I don't.
That's what I was going to say, because a lot of our listeners are like panicking. A lot of people panic around the holidays, especially gay people. Well, LGBTQ, anything. We're like, oh, we have to go see these families who might hate us, who don't fully support us, who don't believe in us.
They don't even know about my partner.
They don't know about my partner. They don't know about my life. They don't like my friends.
They don't like me.
They vote against me. They literally...
It's really a great time.
Yeah, it's like, do they really even care for me?
Right.
And so it's like all these people going home, you have to think of this, or you don't want to go home. Yeah. Especially with COVID too. Like if your family, if you don't trust them in that way, you don't want to, but they're like guilting you into it, or it's a really hard time. So I'm like, how do we deal with families better? How do we set boundaries for ourselves?
That's what it is. It's all about boundaries. And you've got to understand, like, I don't know, family's really hard.
Because you had an experience around Thanksgiving, didn't you?
Yeah.
Like similar. You had a little...
Yeah. And you set boundaries though. And I think once you do, you need to go in... God, it's such a hard thing because you don't know what you're going to... Like, you might have like homophobic parents. So I really can't speak on that necessarily.
Well, and that's the problem is they never are to your face, but then it's like...
That faggot son? No, just kidding.
What are they like to their friends? What are they like in the ballot box? What are they like with their, coworkers?
I just always wonder what their friends
they really
ever said about me. Like, why doesn't Bobby have a girlfriend? Is he gay?
Right. And they're like, oh, no, he's just busy.
He's just busy. Like, or was my dad like, I don't know.
Right. I don't know. How do you what do you say to that person, or like what do you tell your family?
You just set boundaries from the start, and that's whatever.
You say,
if you only stay for 2 hours, and you stay for 2 hours and you leave.
Okay.
And even if they
are there topics that are off limits, like if something comes up, like, because that's what I was wondering. For me, I'm like, I'm not going to talk about certain things with them.
Okay, but what
they can try to bait me, I'm not talking about it.
But that's the thing. So that's the problem that I think a lot of gay people have, especially outspoken, like very outspoken ones.
Big old queers.
Big queer baits.
Fats and femmes.
All of those.
Yep.
So when they... Oh my God, I forgot what I was saying.
It's like when we get baited or drawn into conversations. Oh, he's so high.
I love how that happens. So I'm like so into it.
Yeah,
like,
the thing is... what was I going to say?
I was really... fuck.
The thing is... the thing is, you're brain dead.
No, it just goes in like a little fog for a second. You're like, oh.
And then I'm like...
and then you have to repeat usually. So what did I say up to that? What was I talking about? Dealing with families.
We're talking about certain topics that are off limit, conversations, people getting drawn into that, passionate gays.
So gays get drawn into those. So they're going to so here's my advice. Just keep your mouth shut when it comes. I'm being really kind of forceful.
Yeah. Here's my advice.
Honey.
Choices.
Exactly. Choices. You have a choice to either engage or not. And I'm going to tell you not to engage because it's just baiting you to then say, here's our queer family member making a scene again.
Yep, always. It's always the same things. Pronouns and sexuality. They literally, you can just hear what they like. Anything you bring up, they're like, oh, it's always about identity. And oh, you're this and you're that. And it's like, okay, like, no, it's really not.
Right.
But just think you're an asshole.
And that's the thing that's really awkward.
So then it's like Merry Christmas. So
choices to encounter.
Choices.
Merry Christmas.
Well, I had a good, actually, let's just end on a positive note when discussing families. Yeah. So I went to like my big family Christmas, and my cousin, well, actually, she's like, do you know how cousins work? By the way,
I'm sorry.
Because no, this has always bothered me. Like growing up,
like I
have so many cousins. Yeah, I don't understand what's a first and what's a second, and what's a second cousin once removed.
So a first cousin is your parents' siblings' kids.
Right. That one's easy.
Your second cousin is your parents'
siblings
kids.
But that's first cousin. Okay.
No, that's second cousin for me, first cousin for my dad.
Wait, your parents' siblings are your aunts and uncles. Okay. It's your aunts and it's your aunts and uncles' kids are second cousins. That's your first cousin.
No. Okay, so your grandparents.
Okay.
They all had kids.
Right. Those are your aunts and uncles.
No.
Your grandparents had kids. They're your aunts and uncles. Okay. So we're still working we're still working on what are second cousins.
Second cousins are like your father's or mother's cousin is your second cousin.
Oh, okay.
Their first cousin.
Okay. So your parents' first cousin is your second cousin.
Your third cousin would be their kid.
Okay. But what is it when my cousins have a kid?
Oh, I'm uncle for my cousins. Thank you.
Bitch, I'm trying to...
But you're talking technical, like real life?
Yes. Not like what Uncle Bobby is. Like, Your cousin's children are now what to you? Are they your second cousins? They're not. You just
Third cousins.
How are they your? Okay, they're your. But
No.
what are they your second cousin once removed?
Yes, that might be it.
Okay.
I don't. That's just a good.
Thank you. Like I've literally my entire life. My mom tried to explain it once as a
And
kid.
I'm probably wrong. And let's
And
be
I have
honest.
so many of these. I have great aunts who have kids, and I'm like, are you my
Should you just
cousin?
Google it? So
Are
we
you my
have, like-
second cousin? No, it's too complicated.
I'm really
I'd
nervous
rather
that
just-
I didn't really give the right advice.
You didn't. I just like to live in mystery.
Okay, so we'll just leave that a mystery.
So either way, this is my cousin's child.
Okay.
First cousin's child. So whatever the fuck that is, they came up to me and they were like, hi, Andrew. And I'm like, hi, how are you? And they're like, I'm non-binary. And I was like, what? I think
I'm
they're
sorry.
like 12. I think they're very young. And I was like, what? And they like saw me in my nails and all the
Right,
rest. And
right. So you're
I was
safe.
Like, I think I was like a safe person to come up to. I think I was the first cousin they told. And I'm like, okay, like that's awesome. What are your pronouns? And like, well, I use they, them, or like he, they. I mean, it's a brave new world out there. The kids,
really
the kids
is.
are literally just like, fuck it up.
Fuck it up, kids. Gen Z is fucking it up. I'm telling you. They're like the best and the worst thing that's ever happened.
Mostly the worst.
I'm not
but
actually a fan.
But yeah, and then they told me their new name, and I'm like,
Wow.
And then I went up to my cousin and talked about it, and my cousin's doing like really well with it, because she said like, you know, I told them just give me time, and I'm trying to like do it right, but to me they'll always be that name. And I'm like, I know, but if they're telling you their name is this, like, probably switch over.
It's a very interesting
Don't
world.
dead name your child, but but it's like
It's not fun. That was not funny.
and I told my little, like, I told them, I said, make sure you have a good community, because I have a good community. Just have the right friends around you. Like if people are being mean or saying things, it's like, they're not your friend. Like don't associate. And they're like, oh yeah, I have like really good friends.
But I also would,
wow.
So I also
Wow.
would suggest to parents who are finding out about their
Yep.
queer kids to go join a group.
Yes. Join P Flag.
Yeah, like join a group that's similar so you can talk it out, because I think that really helps people. And I know it from another situation at work that they went to like a transgender
Support group.
parent support group.
That's smart.
And it was like, and he came up and told me, and I was like, oh, that's like, I mean,
That's-
I was like, oh, thank you for sharing that with me. Like, and you know, and
Because that's a big change. You see your child some way for like 10,
Your whole
12
li-
years.
I mean-
and then you're like, oh, wait, what? You're not who I thought you were?
no, yeah.
It's like, what did I miss? And then you feel guilty. Like,
Guilty.
Should I have brought this up? Should I have talked about it? Did I not let you open up to me earlier? Like, what did I do wrong? And it's usually not that.
No.
But then you're also feeling guilty because you may have said things in the past that you would not say currently.
Correct. And I feel like that's a lot of the time.
Yep.
Because it always throws people off guard when you actually do come out to them. They're like, oh.
They're like, oh, shit. I used to make fun of...
Well, I hope I've never offended you.
If I've said faggot before, I'm sorry. And you're like, you did.
You did.
And I heard every time.
It's fine. But yeah, you're right. Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting. I'm like, you know, there's some family members you're like,
Yeah.
I don't want to talk to. And then you're like, wait, I'm there for other people though. So it's like good to be around family too.
Yeah, it is. Because you're a safe space for somebody else.
Right?
Oh.
Remember, we cherish our safe spaces. We talked about that in another episode.
We do cherish them.
cherish.
We cherish the hell out of them.
Fuck yeah. Did you have another story?
Do I have another story?
I'm sorry, you said you had a lot.
No, I do have a lot.
Do you really? Do you have
Okay, I have to say something.
Oh no.
And this was, I'm not going to tell you the results, but I need you to tell me the truth, and don't just be my friend in this situation. This situation.
Szechuan peppercorn.
Don't be my friend in this situation. I need you
Okay,
to
I'm
tell me the
trying.
God honest truth. Like, don't just say it to me because I'm saying it. Okay?
Well, I have to get in that mindset then. Let me just. Okay.
I'm not actually a fan.
Oh, come, Emmanuel.
Oh, come, Emmanuel. Oh, fuck,
So
Emmanuel.
come to you from Israel.
Oh, fuck Israel. Oh. No, but for real. Okay.
What was I saying?
So you were going to tell me, like, don't come at me because you're my friend. Listen and tell me
I
the
made
truth.
a comment at the White Elephant, and everyone there kind of looked at me in an interesting way. Have you ever taken a shit? This is not going to get too graphic.
I have.
And you maybe like sat there and read your like whatever, or did your Tinder or whatever the fuck you need to do on your phone. Like you kind of played around for a little bit longer.
Okay.
And maybe like lean forward a little bit. Okay. When you stand up, have you ever looked at your dick in the mirror? Or like notice something different with your dick?
After shitting.
Like, do you notice that
It's usually a little thicker.
okay?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Because you're like bearing down and you're like pushing blood into it.
Okay.
Yeah, that whole pelvic area is getting blood,
I'm
good
so
blood flow.
glad you're fucking.
They didn't realize that they're thicker. You're always fluffed after a shit.
Nobody said it.
You always
I go,
fluff. Yep.
you don't.
You're not fluffed?
I'm like, that's when you take your picture in your underwear, honey. That's when it's thick log.
Right when the air smells like shit. Take that thick log.
I think that happens a
Flush
lot.
the thick log and take a pic of the thick log.
I mean, seriously though, thank you. Oh my God.
No,
they were
remember-
looking at me like.
Oh, I thought you meant
it
I
was both
like,
straights
I don't
and
just
gays
look at my
telling
dick
me.
every time I shit.
No,
like,
but you know that it's like a little bit more girthy, a little more
it's
like
always.
there's blood there, but it's not hard. It's
you're like pushing down, and so
Yeah.
it's like it's naturally there's gonna be blood.
Thank
to the
you.
dick.
Okay,
How
so
weird.
yeah, so
and that's not just because I'm your friend. Like it's true.
no, you said the way you said it though. I
That's
didn't.
why.
You said the right thing.
Yeah, no, it's
before
like
I even said it.
100% every time.
You're like, yeah, it's thicker. I'm like, oh my God, that's exactly what I was trying to say. And
You're like, oh
my
my.
partner are like, are you? I never look at my dick. I never noticed. Like, what?
You don't look down. Like you don't pull your underwear up and look down when you're looking. I mean,
That's another topic I have. Underwear.
oh no, what happened?
Peeing. Okay.
Pee stains.
Now this is another admit something. This is for the boys. Oh well, or for the ones with penises.
There. Wow.
Oh my God, was that
Gay.
is that the right?
Job.
Oh, I feel
This
like
is for people with penises.
we're growing.
We really
actually
are.
really
we really are.
We've been
though.
talking
That's
about
a weird
it.
thing.
Oh, okay. So I was
underwear.
speaking with somebody again, and we were talking about somehow boxers came up. And you know how some boxers, so this is for the other folk that don't have penises. Sometimes your boxers either have like a slit, they'll have a button, they'll
Yes.
have the new
No
thing
button.
is nothing. Have you noticed the like dick pocket ones that are like have the rest, like the ball sack thing?
To
You
push
can't-
your ball sack forward.
Yeah, you can't like slide you have to like,
Oh, I don't like that.
so you have to take your underwear like you're a child
down.
and pull it down.
They're all like that now. They're like, this is the pocket that holds it. I'm
Right.
like, but there's no way to get your dick out without pulling your underwear down.
And then if it's too bunched up and tight, then what happens, and this is where I want to get honest and frank, when you go pee and you have your underwear below your balls,
Yeah.
at some point you have to still relieve that pressure because there's still a little pee-pee in there, but it's caused like a little dam. So when you like go to do this, you're going to squirt everywhere. Does that ever
because-
happen to you? Like the
because you're
pressure
pulling down the underwear.
because the pressure
Yeah.
was so high, and then you're like, oh shit, like
Yep.
this is something that happens to men.
Yeah.
And it's not talked
It's
about.
inappropriate.
It's not talked about.
First of all, underwear manufacturers, why?
Why? I like the pocket. I just need to get my dick
I
out of
just
that
need
pocket.
to have a little way to get it out.
Yeah, like
and if you're at a urinal at a sports event and you have to
Right.
literally pull your entire underwear down, it looks weird.
Yeah,
it's a whole different thing.
It's a whole different ball.
You don't
game.
want to always get your balls out just to pee. That's the thing.
Right.
Like, I'm not like, it depends what type of event I'm at, but I'm not always trying to get my balls
Right,
out.
like you're in your whole entire situation, and you have to like fix it, and then you're peeing everywhere. So when you see pee on the floor,
That's why.
that's why.
When you're like wondering what your husbands are doing,
Yeah, that's why. Your folks with a wiener.
it's not always husbands,
It's
right?
not always husbands.
We're growing.
We're growing. So
It's just-
isn't that interesting though?
I just
'Cause
don't
that
know why
conversation
this
came-
underwear has switched recently. It used to be everyone had, like the ones I'm wearing right now are totally, I can pull it right out and it's nice.
Yeah. So like I hated the ones that were really like, it seemed like they were tighter, but they're like shorts, and then they had no button. They just
No
got
button.
a slit.
Yep. No.
I feel like those are like the trainer ones or something. Like you get
Yeah.
those are horrifying.
The button too is a lot of work.
Buttons a lot
I'm
of
gonna be
work, and then if
honest.
you forget it, and then yada yada,
and your button's open,
and then your dick's out, and it's like, oh my God.
I actually had a kid in grade school. I remember he came back from the bathroom and his dick was out.
Oh no!
Because he was wearing boxers, and then on top of that, he forgot his zipper on his school pants, his khakis. So he walked in. His name was Benson.
He had no idea his dick was out.
Benson Quee. And his dick was out, and forevermore he was known as a kid whose dick was out when he walked in.
Oh my God, he
just walked into the classroom. We were all like, "Your penis is out. You can't come back from that. You can't come back.
Girl, fuck.
I mean, really?
You can't."
Oh yes, baby.
I
give it to
remember
me.
even in 8th grade, it was still like, "Oh, Benson had his dick
Dick
out."
guy. You were forever just like Brent was the nose picker.
Oh, really?
Yep.
The nose picker.
You'll forever be the nose picker, the eater. I think he ate his boogers too.
It's just unfortunate.
You're always that kid. Brandon Samples, the one that went through puberty in 5th grade.
5th grade.
He was like a straight up man, and we were all like, I didn't go
Like-
through puberty until like 7 years later. He's like, great. I'm like, hi, I just went through puberty, and I'm like
5th
6'9".
grade. Holy shit.
It was weird. It was like you knew he had like hair on his dick and
You
shit.
loved it.
And
You were like,
you're like, oh, he's got a hog.
that's when you knew.
But isn't it funny? You know these people
Forever. These poor children. And I was always the fag. They'll never forget.
You know,
what was
guess
I? You're
maybe
like, what was I? You're just the awkward one.
I was the fag probably too. I mean,
Yeah, probably.
behind
Look at
my
you.
back. Yeah. Like, I mean, they were probably like, why does he have a girlfriend? Or, oh, look at him. Like, oh my God, how embarrassing for me, actually. Like when I like bring dates around, they're probably like,
We know you don't like that.
okay, we'll see you in 2 years.
Ain't no way he likes a puss. They knew.
They knew. So I'm forever the gay kid. The
Yeah.
one that wouldn't come out.
They're like, I hope he's out and happy now. They're
I wish
literally
we could do, like-
sitting around the fireplace like, poor Bobby Griffith. Hopefully
You know, they
he's
hate
out.
me there.
Yeah, and that's why we don't go
I
back.
feel like my high school hates me. I don't know why. Oh, that was like the real, like.
They do?
Because I'm deep in my cerebellum.
Yes, you're deep in your cerebellum right now.
Yeah, I think they fucking hate me in high school.
Why did they hate you?
I don't know. Like, I always felt not a part of it.
High school's such a bad time, though, in general. Like, it's not a time to really know anything about yourself.
And I wanted to be so normal so bad and be part of it so bad. And then when I couldn't get it, then I just totally went the opposite way and said, I'm not trying anything. I'm not doing anything.
Fuck it.
Fuck it.
Look at
I'm
me.
gay.
I'm gay, guys.
Well, 10 years later. That's when I came out 10 years later after high school. So that's
forever.
sad.
That's sad.
That's sad.
It's real. Je ne sais quoi.
It's just like what's sad.
Yeah.
It's wee. Hunty.
Wee.
Wee hunty.
The way you did that was very jerky.
Very handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like really deep and weird.
You're
now.
welcome.
That high school situation was like very.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
If you could go back and you, or like, let's pretend you're you now, and you go have to. Oh no!
You just did a full
And
backflip.
you go have to.
You have to go back.
Choices.
Your brain literally just stopped to a screeching halt.
I'm feeling very open and honest, and
Are we gonna have another
just kinda-
naked hot tub experience?
probably not tonight, but maybe tomorrow when we go.
Oh yeah.
If we go out,
We've
which I'm
got
saying maybe no now, but like maybe tomorrow.
You're saying no now, but maybe I'll go get drunk at my parents and then tell you.
Yeah.
When are we going?
Yeah, and I'll be like, we're not, and I'm like, yeah, we are.
We're going.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
High school just sucked for me. And
Yeah.
I never felt like anybody had my back. I mean, this is actually okay.
Oh my god, we're going like in a full deep dive into
We
your
are
high
going
school
deep dive.
experience.
I had
was not ready for
really
this.
good friends from high school. I have
Okay.
a really a core.
a really group.
Heather is one of them. Like, she is a core. A core. Oh no.
She is a core.
She's an apple core.
She is the pit of a peach.
Wow.
I mean, a hard pit.
No, but like, she's somebody
Poisonous,
who
too.
made me feel good in high school. She's somebody who would sleep in behind all these bitches and be like, fuck them anyway. And it's like, oh, okay.
Honey.
Yeah. So everybody needs a Heather. Everybody needs a Courtney.
Heather. Everyone needs a Courtney.
Everybody needs an Ashley. And everybody needs a Sarah. And a sprinkle of Emma.
What is this, the Gilmore Girls?
Yeah, this is.
Literally, like, how many names,
Maybe I should write a
generic
book.
names can you list?
I need to write a book of every type of girlfriend that you need
Okay.
in your life.
And you're like,
You need the Heathers, Ashleys, Courtneys, Sarahs,
may our powers combine. Captain
Emmas.
Planet.
That's right. The girls come together and they save you. They'll always have your fucking back.
This is really
Like when you get in a fight with
cute.
somebody, they're probably going to not follow you anymore.
Ooh. Are you making references?
That was perfect. Oop. Remember, you're not good at timing, but that was a perfect timing
Wow.
of it. Whoop.
And then he ooped me.
Oop.
I got fucking ooped on myself.
Yeah. So anyway,
Wow, you
just
really?
Yeah, I just went there.
You
And
bitch.
guess what?
And guess
It's
what?
my 20-year
Did
anniversary.
You say guess what?
It's my 20-year anniversary in
From?
May. High school.
Sorry. You're so old.
Gay.
20 years.
Right. Like some.
Like you've had more time out of high school than in high school, than before high school.
But if you really think about it, you really don't go to school that long in your life.
I mean,
Well,
usually
it
from
depends
like
on
age
your-
4 to like 18 beyond because of college.
Yeah, and then
4 to
then
like
the
21.
lawyers, and then doctors and lawyers and
I went to school till I was like
masters.
27.
I went until I was 20.
Yikes.
I was like, fuck this shit.
There's no place to park.
No,
I love that that's your reason for quitting college was there's no place to park.
you know why I quit college?
There's no place
Oh
to
no,
park.
I can't get too. I'm getting too deep.
You're really
I'm there. I'm going
You're
there.
all the way deep now.
I'm in my subconscious, I think, and I'm letting it out.
I think you're
my training.
I think you're unconscious.
I kind of do too. Kind of like last Saturday. Come down to the hot tub party on Wednesday night.
Last Saturday, just 3 nights ago.
Oh, yeah.
It sounds so far away when you say it that way, but really it was
like it was a
3
I mean, I was
nights ago.
hungover until this morning.
It was like, honey.
It's Tuesday morning, or it's Tuesday afternoon.
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning now. Welcome to Columbus Live in the AM. Thank you. I'm your host,
Jackie Chan.
Jackie Chan.
That was a name that came to my head.
What is Jackie Chan doing? I haven't heard about
Karate? I don't know.
how karate?
Karate? Isn't that what he does? I have no idea.
Yeah, that's what he does. He does. Well, he's an actor. Oh my God. I cannot believe I just went through a list of the girls. I'm going to write a book.
Everyone needs an Ashley, a Courtney, a Linnea, and a Whitney, and they're really going to be your besties forever.
No, there's certain girls and they have a certain personality. Each of them are very different. I think I'm going to write a book about it. This is it.
Okay. I'm sure it'll be a bestseller.
The Judies you need in your life.
The Judies.
Gay Judies, which also tell your Judies, I guess that's what they're called, to start listening to our show. Because I really want to integrate the women too. Like,
we need a woman on this show.
We need
a full-blooded.
Yeah, we need a full-blooded. What does that even mean?
I don't know.
Not a vampire woman.
Yeah, we need a fully human woman.
A fully human.
If you're half horse, we don't want you.
That's right. We don't need no fucking. We don't need no fucking. So yeah. I want to spend the last are we still talking about? Okay, wait.
Whoa, girl, fuck.
So yeah.
I just had a full conversation with myself.
Yeah, actually, no way. So yeah. Well, actually, are we going to talk about
that?
I want to spend the last. I was like, I'm going to let him decide what he wants to do.
You're letting me work it out, and I can't work it out. I'm trying so hard to spin it back around. Oh my God. That was unfucking real. Honey, this is why you take edibles before. Yeah. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wow, honey.
I want to finish off. Oh no. I want to finish off talking about a Christmas, because it is Christmas.
A Christmas. A Christmas.
I want to talk about a Christmas. And
oh fuck, I wasn't ready for this.
I mean, obviously some of us can't go home now because we don't have vaxxed family members, or well, it's true.
I thought you or family members.
But what is something at Christmas that you look forward to most? I don't even know where that question came from either.
Wow. That's just deep.
That was
That's just deep.
What a good reporter.
Well, I really used to look forward to coming down and opening the presents Christmas morning, but now I just look forward to laying around and eating whatever I want to eat and not feeling bad about it.
So as opposed to
every other day.
I'm just trying to figure out.
No, every other day I feel bad about it. So on Christmas Day,
you're just fuck it, I can be whatever I want to be.
I'm making deep dish pizzas. I'm making just inappropriate.
Just being fully inappropriate.
Remember I got those Lou Malnati's?
I don't know what I just heard. Illuminati's?
Lou Malnati's.
The Illuminati?
No, it's a really good deep dish pizza from Chicago. I got frozen pizza.
No clue. No,
our Chicago listeners will know. Chicago.
Illuminati's?
Lou Malnati's.
I cannot.
I think
you're making Illuminati. The Illuminati isn't Beyonce and the Illuminati, and they do the diamond thing.
Illuminati's.
Illuminati's.
Illuminati.
That's what
you like a Illuminati? Illuminati.
Yeah, that's the way you kind of said it to me, or that's the way it processes in my head. So then that's why I laughed. Anyway.
Oh yes, baby, give it to me.
It's bad. It's fucking bad right now.
I've never seen you so high.
And I'm not even that high.
It's a Tuesday.
I'm just
it's a Tuesday.
It's a fucking Tuesday. And Tuesdays are when Bobby gets high and freaks out.
He'll be on the stairs later having a, quote, heart attack, quote.
And my partner will be like, I'm not coming up there. And I'm begging. I'm like,
please help.
I'm dying.
I'm dying. It's a Tuesday.
It was on a Tuesday. And he was on call. So
so mad.
And then there I am fully panicking, and to where he called.
I think you were on like 5 milligrams.
He was calling people it was like nothing. It was like, and now I could do that. I was like 2 hits. Now I'm like literally hitting the thing as hard. I was like trying to smell. I was at the bar and I was like shaking this fucking Pax pod that I have.
It's not working.
I'm like, I was like screaming. I'm like, why isn't this working? And I was like, I swear to God, I was smoking battery or something. Like I had to have been smoking the battery. Like I'm not sure it was the oil.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So
what's your favorite part of Christmas?
Do you want me to do what it used to be?
Both.
Actually,
Do you have a favorite part of Christmas?
yeah, it used to be to wake up and my mom would have the breakfast bacon.
Oh, yeah.
And we would open up stockings while the breakfast bake was finishing. Then we would eat the breakfast bake. Then we were
Breakfast
very
bake
Yeah, it was
or
like
breakfast bacon. You keep saying breakfast bake. You're like, my mom would have the breakfast bake, and then we would open up the stockings while the breakfast bake was cooking. I'm like, breakfast bake?
It's like, yeah.
What the fuck is a breakfast bake?
It's like you cut it in squares and you cook it in the oven.
Breakfast bake. I'm like, I know you're from Georgia, but like breakfast bake.
It's like eggs and like it kind of like
a casserole,
sort of a breakfast casserole.
An egg casserole.
A breakfast casserole.
Wow.
A bake. That's
a breakfast bake.
I'm from the South.
I'm like, what the? I thought you said because in the
bake.
I'm sorry, but in the beginning you said breakfast bacon, and so then you switched to bake.
That was just my slur.
And I'm like, breakfast bacon.
Breakfast bake.
Breakfast bake. And then we did the stocking while the breakfast bake was done. I was like, okay.
But I used to really look forward to eating that breakfast bake and just sitting around with my family, and like that was like a really special time because you still hadn't opened presents yet. So
right.
You were like, it was like that anticipation.
You were anticipation. That was when you had hope that something good was going to come.
Right, that's when you. Yeah,
and now
that's
it's
when
like
you thought the world was your oyster. And
you're like, I can't wait to open presents for myself. And now it's just like, God.
Now you black out on a Saturday.
Yeah,
do nothing but watch America's Next Top Model season 13.
You're
season
on 13
12.
now, I think.
Season 12. We watched the entire season.
Yeah, but for Christmas on Saturday, you're going to do 13.
Yes, no, we're on 17 All Stars.
We're on 17
I kind of like going back retro and like rewatching stuff that like I never watched before. Like,
yeah,
I watched some of this, but I
should do Survivor. I feel like
people are talking about Reno 911.
I've watched all episodes 4 times. I have it on DVD. I was obsessed when that show was out.
You love Terry.
So funny.
You love Terry.
So fucking funny. Terry's the best. They're all the best. I mean, every one of those characters, I can still think of them saying lines.
Yeah, so people are watching that.
God.
Hoarders, like there's just stuff to watch. And now that Omicron's taken over, guess what? Get those Netflix accounts ready to go again.
What the fuck?
Because everybody's gonna
get them Netflix accounts ready again. I'm like, when do we give them up? Netflix and chill is a thing all the time.
Get your breakfast bake and your Netflix.
You know what you're gonna want, that breakfast bacon already. Bake it, and then sit down, get your Netflix.
And you're like, is it bacon?
I was like, is he?
And I prefer Hulu.
Get them Hulu accounts going and the Apple Plus and the Amazon Prime.
There's some things that we might have to be watching because we're gonna be fucking back in quarantine.
Except no one's gonna quarantine.
Except for everybody's done with it. So
everyone's fully like, if we die, we die.
I really feel like people are like, fuck it.
Honestly, everyone's like, fuck it.
I kind of am like that. Like, fuck
I know.
it. I might like this. We might not make it out of this.
We might not.
We might not. Okay, let's just imagine the entire system. Like,
oh, here we go with societal collapse again.
Honestly, I don't think I'm that far off. In fact, what's it going to take for these doctors, nurses, and medical staff to just say fuck it themselves?
Not much more.
So that's what I'm saying.
Literally not much more.
So without your doctors, your nurses, and nobody gets health care, which means then nobody will be saved by like minor things like, oh, you know, an appendix needs to come out, or oh, you're bleeding to death because you can't get it to stop. Sorry.
There's no staff.
No staff.
When there's no nurses or scrub techs or whatever,
then people go crazy.
Yep.
And then the world collapses. So hold on tight.
So get those Netflix accounts ready because you're gonna be
Netflix account.
You're gonna want some bacon Netflix for while the society's collapsing.
You're gonna want it.
You're gonna want it. You're gonna want it.
As everything's crumbling, you're just like eating that bake. You're having probably a little bit too much.
You do have a little those sausage crumbles.
Oh, honey.
Were there sausage crumbles in yours? Sausage crumbles.
Sausage crumbles.
Were there sausage crumbles in yours?
Yes. Yes.
Or did you do bacon bits only?
No, it was actually.
Were you poor? We were a bacon bits only family.
Because you're poor?
No, because you were.
Oh, no. The holidays are definitely a struggle. And I think that all we need to do is, and if you're on your way to see your parents now, we're very sorry, or we're really excited for you, because this is an opportunity to change your relationship with them and create boundaries and standards that they will need to follow. And if not, then you need to make it known that it's not okay.
It's not okay, bitch.
So stand up for yourself, God damn it. That's what I got to say.
You really got inspirational there at the end, Harvey.
I'm really pissed.
Oh my
tonight.
God.
Not really pissed. Like, I'm very just passionate.
You don't seem pissed. You seem high.
My aura is red right now.
It's red. It's intense.
Maybe we should do.
You're intense.
I am.
I am.
And I am. And you know what?
I am. You know what?
I'm intense. I don't quit things and keep coming back to it like 4 times.
No, you stick to something. You're passionate about something. You want to do it. You're not like afraid of a little bit of a setback or afraid of anything new coming in.
True.
You just kind of roll with it and go forward.
Yeah.
You set your mind to something and you do it. And that's on God.
Girl, fuck.
And that's on God, period. Spotify has like a rating system now where you can give stars. So you need to go do that actually yourself. So you can like give us stars. So give us 5 stars. So go do that on Spotify. That's really great.
Everyone give 5 stars.
5 stars.
Please, 5 stars.
Make sure you email us your, well, you don't have to email us, but you don't have to make sure you email us either.
Make sure you email us.
Email us your problems that you don't want to fucking deal with and you think we could hash out.
I would like to hash out things.
I want to hash out your problems.
I'm a hasher.
We're hashing, and we can give you some advice. It might not be the best advice, but you can get a different perspective.
Oh, you know what? That's a good way of putting it, Mr. Rogers.
notwellpodcast@gmail.com or she's not doing so well @gmail.com. Send us your questions, comments, concerns, drama. We'll deal with it and we'll help you out.
And we will be bringing back Dick of the Week.
We will be bringing back Dick of the Week.
So also send anything of
if you want to
nature.
Oh yeah, our Discord is like, I don't know what's
Discord's
happening.
blowing up, and we need to like address that.
We do need to address that.
We need to get in there and like start posting.
Oh,
things.
that's what I need to say. If you want to, well, I mean, so last episode I was like, I want the Discord to fill up, and I'll post like a picture, a crotch shot or whatever.
Yeah, you did.
And so the next day, our Discord is blowing up, and I'm like,
80 people have joined.
I feel like it's the universe.
I was like 80 people.
I'm like, where are people coming from? Like the link from
They're
Reddit.
like,
I'm
the
like,
universe.
I'm like, what link? So I was like, wow, people are coming here. So I guess I got to post that pic. So that pic's under the not safe for work 18+ nude section.
Yep.
So join our Discord.
Join our Discord. You're gonna
say hello to. Don't just join and like
dick.
sit. Just say hi. I heard you from the show. Or yeah,
I love this.
If you come to our Discord and you say hi, I heard you from the show, I'm sending you a shirt. Period. We'll see how many people listen this long. Probably none. And that's okay. What else do I need to say? Vegas, 6th to the 9th.
You've truly said enough.
I have.
You've said too much.
Vegas, 6th to the 9th.
Please come.
Please come, Emmanuel.
There's one person I really want to come, and you know who it is.
I have a few.
I know. Well, I was just saying one so that like they all thought they were the one.
You're all the one.
You're all my one.
Trust me.
But I have several that,
I'm not going to lie.
I need to see.
You're going to have a good time with us.
Yeah, you will.
We don't have to get forms.
Well, yeah. Let's,
I mean, it's going forward.
Just to be honest, yeah. Like
hi, you
can come, but you're going to come.
Here's your rules. You're going to come if you're going to come.
Yeah. I would say that's accurate.
Oh, also buy our new t-shirt. Thank you.
Thank you.
Your daddy t-shirt. Your to-do list. You already
to-do list.
Fuck daddy.
Your daddy.
And it's done. You did your to-do list.
Oh, yeah, I did.
To-do list.
You did it to the list.
God, I swear
Breakfast
to God,
bake.
it's so interesting.
Breakfast bacon.
So then you get the bike.
Got the bike.
All right. Well, I mean, this has been another wonderful episode. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Is that inappropriate?
Happy New Year. No,
we'll be here for New Year.
We actually celebrate Christmas, so no.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
We already said Happy Hanukkah. That was
Hanukkah's
before.
over, honey.
Yeah. Happy Kwanzaa.
Let it go.
Next episode, we'll talk about New Year's.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have any like last minute questions.
I can't wait to stay up until 10 p.m. on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I can't wait till. Oh, is that because
I have to work the next day? Like, fuck it.
Yeah, it's not worth it. I mean,
it's definitely not.
Cool. We're going into another year of fucking havoc and goddamn
the last
idiots.
2 have been so great. I can't wait for 2022.
And let's start the political cycle again. Because
here
now,
we go. Midterms coming up. I can't wait. Cannot wait.
Can't wait. And that's why we've got to end the show now.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. See ya.